Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're listening, thank you for doing so. You are listening to, once again, It. We will fix it in post. Now, I have with me my peoples, Karsten Hype Ferguson. Say hello.
What's up?
And also, Victoria V.A. Jones.
How's it going?
Today, we're going to do something a little different. Usually, we deal with people who have things they can't fix in post, but I figured, let's try something different. Today, we're talking to Mr. Bobby Brooks. How are you doing today, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Glad to be here.
So, how are you living out there in Georgia?
Hey, man, I love it here. I love it here. Like I said before, what Corona who? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? It's a fantasy world out here.
So I'm guessing those N94 masks didn't show up in Georgia.
I mean, is that code word something else? I mean, I'm going to use that for something.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, because as soon as I said, I'm like, that does sound like a code word.
Well, listen, even though Bobby does comedy now, he does know the world of television and film. Trust me.
That is true. That's how we met.
That is how we met. We met in college, working at the college TV station.
Let's make it sound fancier. We worked at the only TV station in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Yes.
I like the sound of that. Yes.
Yes, we did. And I remember, I'm not going to name the show, but I remember there was a show that me and Bobby did with these two young ladies, and also along with our homeboy Clarence. And, you know, that was the first of the many adventures that we had together.
This already sounds like it's going down a rabbit hole.
Hey, it was our first time directing, the first time running camera, all that stuff. And every curveball that you could possibly have doing the show, we had doing that show. Like, remember, we recorded everything on tape.
Yeah.
Any DVD thing.
And it was only the three of us who was doing all this shit. Yeah.
Everything.
Jesus Christ.
It was the three of us doing all of this shit. All of
like,
it.
I remember when they told me, like, they wanted graphics, and I was like, cool. And I went into, like, the news graphics. I was like, we're going to turn this purple. The race? Is that how it works? It's going to look just like the regular news graphics. It'll be a little bit of purple. But it's good enough, at least for this show.
If y'all using graphics, I'm guessing this wasn't a love story.
No, it was a talk show. It was a college talk show.
Oh, I guess that could have worked.
You know what? I will say this. The first episode was very popular. Second and third, I don't know because it never aired. But the first episode was really popular.
But that's where I'm not going to lie to you. That's where I learned the hate of live television.
That's where it came from?
Well, you know, that was a different time. I was wearing a tap-out shirt. A lot of things were just, like, way off. Oh, man. No, man, like, don't, man, yo. Man. Hey, popular. I was that guy. And if you thought I didn't wear jean shorts, you were mistaken. I wear jean shirts right now, man. I feel some kind of way right now, man.
Oh, we got pictures. Hey, we have pictures. Okay, they're on my Facebook. So if anybody wants to go and see, they can see Bobby back then.
Wait, Kurt, you saying you wearing jean shorts right now?
No, not right now.
Okay, I got to say, kind of glad you're at home. Don't see you up here. Leave those at home, please. I don't really.
Hey, man, he can step out. He can step out.
Oh, I'm stepping out. All right. Hey, I'm gonna just do this one. I gotta set this one out. Okay, can't see this.
Oh boy!
But Bobby, what got you interested in? No, go ahead, Carson.
I was gonna say, y'all keep on playing, man. I'll pull out the plaid shorts.
Oh, please. Kevin, ask your question. With those socks?
That ain't none of my business.
Oh, man.
Well, Bobby, what got you interested in the world of film?
Honestly, man, like, it was like, maybe, you know, like, before we got to MTSU, we had to do, like, what was it, open hall or orientation, where we kind of just go around and see what we were into.
Yeah.
And, like I said, I was walking around, I was like, I got to find something that I'll be into. And then, like, sports was the main thing in high school for me. But then I stopped playing. But then I realized I always liked the fact that somebody was recording the games. And And so I was like, well, let me check out this Mass Comm building since it's like got all these like accolades and stuff. And I was walking there, and I just saw the TV station. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. So,
Yeah,
kind of like a love at first sight thing.
it was so much easier to get into that program back when we was in college than it is now.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah,
Oh,
like that's the thing though. Like because our freshman year we couldn't even get really inside the Mass Comm building.
No, you had to take
Like-
all those classes before you.
you
Yeah,
gotta
I
damn
take
near have
math.
you gotta damn near have a resume to get in it now. I think.
Oh, I'm sure. Actually, like, have you interned for a television station before? No. All right, well, you can't take EMC 1000. Like it's like it was really hard to just like get a foot in. But that's why I ended up going with the MC10 route. So I was like, at least I get to touch the equipment. Because I know me, I'm a visual learner. So it's like you can have these books and they can have all these words. I was looking at those words for like 5 minutes, like nah, whatever. But then I know with me, like I'd rather just touch the stuff. I was like, at least I got my hands on something to learn. So why not?
Oh yeah, it's I think now you have to. I think you have to get in MT10 before you can even apply to get into it.
Apply.
The way they was telling me, like you gotta have like a resume of stuff you've done. So if you can't get it in
For the college?
for that one, yeah.
Oh, hell no.
So it's like you
That's
can't
just-
get in because you gotta have something already done. Because I mean, it's
Wait.
easier to shoot some stuff now,
Yeah,
but it's like
I
so.
guess.
So in one
But
way,
you know
it's
what would have
another.
saved you?
Go ahead.
So you know what would have saved us from all that if we realized that we were paying money to be there.
A lot
Like-
of them.
Right.
Like we were paying to be there. So technically, our money was going to the building. So in
Oh.
a way, it was kind of our building.
And the building now, oh, they got so many more cameras.
Listen,
Man!
I don't know if you've been back there, Bobby, but literally these people have like a podcast room. And when I went past it, I was so upset because I was like,
Wow,
for
really?
real? I was like, y'all
'Cause
got
I
all
was on
this
the radio
shit.
station. I was on the radio station. I remember we had that one small radio studio that's been up there for like 20 years. That
Oh,
was like in the other building.
they got so many more cameras. Like, you had that one good equipment.
Oh, no.
It's all the good equipment.
They have where they kept the stock room with, I don't know if you know, but they have a room now. And it's a mega room of stuff you can rent out. And this is high quality equipment, from DSLRs to video cameras to lights,
Boom mics.
boom mics,
And I said that with an S at the end.
You know what's
recorders.
crazy though? If I can see going like just like all right, so like about 4 years ago I did something for the Food Network, right? And the equipment they used, it was like they just got it and they didn't know anything about the specs, like at all. So like literally the first day of getting the equipment is them reading up on how to use it. And then, the setup was just like 2 cameras, like 1 floating light and audio equipment. And that was it. And I was like, wow, this is all they use to make an actual show that's on national television. Like, it is amazing when you see what we have, like in school or stuff, and then what they use in the real world. Like, real world is totally different.
And that's what they used to say about news. They would say, like, the first news station you work at, the equipment's going to be a lot worse than what you're dealing with here. Now, I wouldn't have expected that from the Cartoon Network.
Oh, no, 100%. It's the same thing. Like, it's all that stuff is like, it's either just updated or it hasn't been updated in like 10, 15 years.
Man, they ain't trying to spend no money up there.
No, because they all want to get paid. They all want to put it in their pocket. That's what that is. I don't blame them. To be honest with you,
Like-
we can get away with this. Oh, psh.
Does it cut on?
Oh,
Let it rock.
Is it HD? Oh, that, yeah. It's shooting 1080 or 720. Yep. We gonna use it.
If
Oh,
anyone...
No, they're more like, if I use this, I don't get fired, right? All right, good enough.
So, Bobby, what projects did you some other projects that you did while in college?
True, man. I did a few. I've I worked with Conference USA to do replay for them. For the football games and stuff. Did a few volleyball games. Did short films. Corey knows about those.
Yeah.
Music videos and
Hey, look, man. Those are nightmares.
You
That's when you
deleted
have to
those,
learn
right?
what a real.
No, I still
Yeah,
have them on
Wow.
my hard drives.
So where are those hard
You gotta
drives
bust them
buried?
out.
No,
Bust them out.
they're just very hidden in the hard drives. Like I gotta go to certain folders to find them and look for them.
Now, in those folders, do
Look,
they have encrypted
They're
codes?
like family photos, right?
Yeah,
Family photos.
that's what they are. They're family photos. Literally, I can go to them. Maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I looked at one that we did in college, and I was like, I remember this day, and I was like, that was a day.
It probably wasn't that bad. It probably
Oh
wasn't that bad.
no, Kirsten,
Oh.
it was that bad. Okay,
What was the project?
it was
Egos had to be checked a lot.
very much so. It was. I think we did one for the 48-hour film festival, and you were a part of one of those. Kevin.
Yeah.
Was it the last one we did?
I can't. I think it was the last one. Then we did one
when we
before
had to use
that.
house?
No, it was another one. That was one too, but we did another one.
We did one with like aliens and it like snowed a little bit.
No, we were at the Walnut House,
Yeah, we were.
and we shot something there.
'Cause I never saw it.
Oh, you talking the music video we shot?
No, at
No,
the
it was a
Walnut House.
film.
It was a film. It was for the 48-hour film festival.
Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I think
See?
I produced. I wrote the script and I produced that one.
See?
I didn't shoot that one, but
No,
Yeah, no.
not that one. It was the one. I know what you're talking about. It wasn't that one.
you
It
talking
was.
ones in the movie theater?
See, that's what I'm saying. It's
talking
edged out of my brain. That's what I'm. That's
Obviously, either y'all done so much stuff back then, or
no. It was
there's
just.
just some stuff you really don't want to remember.
I really don't want to remember. It was just trial. Back then, it was trial and error. It was a lot of trial and error.
Oh yeah.
Sound like more error than
Honestly,
trial.
I think that's the best way to learn anything. But
Yep.
man, we literally had every single error in that.
It
that
was
day.
yeah. It was more error than trial. I'm not going. It was.
But
And,
that's the thing. We learned what not to do.
right. We did.
So
And
so
it
that's
was
the way.
it was a lot of checking attitudes. That's
And-
the perfect honest truth right there. It was a lot of checking attitudes. Cause I've always been the type of person, even back in college, about let's get it done. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's get the project done. But then you got certain people who come in and like, no, we got to do it this way. Why are you making it so
Man.
hard? Don't make
That
it so
reminds me of
hard.
one. That reminds me of one group that was on campus. They were a film group, and they were getting a lot of push by the university. They were getting put on newspapers, this and that, and they only had a snippet of the film they were working on. This was back my sophomore year. I went on to go do more film festivals, win some, lose some, do music videos and all that. Come my senior year, there was that same group. The guy who was in charge of it would always walk around with a Starbucks coffee and a scarf and glasses. Made himself look like he was very Hollywood, but
Oh, wow.
still haven't finished the film. So he calls me up, and I've already won my own film festival. He calls me up and goes, "Hey, yeah, we're looking for an assistant producer. Wonder if you want to be on." I was like, "What? Like, I haven't finished anything. Like, I've already finished like 4 or 5 short films. I don't need help." And the look on his face, he's just like, "How dare you?" I was like, "Wow, wow."
Excuse me, you peasant.
Well, like, it's easier to look like something, right, than actually be something or do something.
Well, true. I would say he had him convinced. Like, a lot of people bought into him. By the way, the film never got made, so that's a
Oh,
waste
I
of
know exactly
But-
what you're talking about. I bought into him a little bit too until I realized, oh, these people ain't.
I think
It
I
was
know
that
who y'all
scarf.
talking
That's
about.
what it was. It was that scarf.
That's what it was. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
I mean, scarves make you important.
He had
for
the
real.
horizontal stripe.
Focus, focus right. I think I know who y'all talking about.
But yeah, those people. But and I don't look. I don't knock anybody who's trying to be creative, but at the same time,
Do something.
right? You got to do something.
Make a move.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a discipline no matter what it is. Even where I'm at now, it's like you still got to be disciplined enough to, when things are easy, not to lack off too much. You still got to pay attention. You still got to prepare for the next hour. Well, with live television, you always got to prepare for the next hour anyway, especially
Right.
with production. Like, we don't have the luxury of like journalists where they just have to come up with a story like once a day. Our thing is based off of every single hour. We can't have any flaws in it. So it's a different type of way you got to like carry yourself. Phil's the same way. I mean, look at the ones that we did that didn't involve like people with big egos, and like first of all, how quickly we did it, and then secondly, how calm the environment. You know, like it wasn't as hectic. But when you had too many people who aren't as disciplined, you get somebody who's nitpicky about one little thing, and we'll do that one little thing for like 3 hours, where the shoot time was only like 2 hours long. You know, so you got to just be organized, and you got to also want to read the room too.
Right.
A lot of people, especially certain directors, just, I don't know, they just don't know how to like, pay attention to what's going on around them. You gotta be able to like, because you do have to kind of tell a talent to do a certain thing without really messing with their mind state or attitude at the time. If that makes any sense, like
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah.
kind of like tell them like, I want this out of you, but you also want to make them cry where they can't do it. So,
Hey,
all those things kind of
Bobby is a harsh director, man. You better cry on cue. Do whatever you need to do. Cry on cue.
I used to be like that, like, all right, well, when you finish crying, go ahead and do this scene where you're laughing and having the time of your life.
I've got 20 minutes of sun. I need some 20 minutes of tears.
Bobby be like, want me to punch you in the face to cry? I'll do that for you. You need to cry.
I'm gonna show you how dedicated I am to this job. That's gonna get done today.
Speaking of live television, how is it doing live television, Bobby, where you're at now?
I mean, it's weird, man. It's like once you get in there, you see some people who are very enthusiastic to be there, and then you see some people who treat it just like a regular 9 to 5, and you meet the people who are eager. They're climbing up the ladder, so you kind of on your own until you find like a little subcommittee of people to help you out, but it's constant moving, hustle and bustle. The thing is like everyone expects you to be 100% perfect all the time. But the funny thing is, if you fuck up, it's like whatever. Like they, like in Georgia, I mean, like it takes a while for you to really get in any trouble. And like when you do mess up, you do feel like you're about to have a stroke or some shit until you remember like, oh wait, it's just TV. And then you're like, I don't give a fuck, and you just keep doing whatever you gotta do. But you just have to remember that because you get into the Kool-Aid thinking like, oh shit, everything has to be perfect, but it don't. Like you got tons of other professionals around you to clean up whatever mess you make. So
Right.
that's the good part. It's like it's not all on you all the time. And everything's going like they have everything so structured,
Yeah.
so that you can just stick to like what you have to do. Like I don't have to worry about anything or any editorial side or anything the director has to do. I have to focus on just me, getting clips together, trimming them right, timing things out. That's all I have to worry about. But it's weird because the job I had before this, I was working as a cable guy, so I had to go from a straight up blue collar job to now this almost like white collar crowd. So that's been a change too. But all in all, it's like it's still the same thing. You gotta show, you got a roll call. You show up 30 minutes before, and you set up for it, and you execute it on time. Like not much difference.
And then when you
You make it
mess
sound
up,
like a routine, man.
yeah.
You say what?
I said you make it sound like just a routine.
It
Like, yeah,
actually,
it's still do my job.
It is. It is with normal everyday stuff, but like any TV station,
they want to get the audience attention, so they do something special. And they'll do the special thing like probably 3 times a month. And that's when you really get into like almost freelance mode. And you got so comfortable doing the routine so much that now you can still like, you know, you can get a little loose with it and do other things, but it's not going to throw you off. So you still got that basic routine of what you got to do. So, yeah, it's just days where it is routine, and then other days where you're like, a big deal that's happening today. And we're doing things a little different. So, you know, just like if you're doing freelance at a set, let me get all the tools I got on me that I need for the job, and let me practice as much as I can. And, you know, days go smoothly.
So, like when you have some, like I guess you're halfway during your shift or whatever, and you have a certain breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
So how do y'all kind of, I guess, how do y'all make that adjustment, or what would you have to do at your job to make that adjustment?
Well, I had to wait on the phone call, and so the phone call will come from either the top executive producer or the owner of the station, and they're gonna go, hey, in 10, like it depends on like what time it is too, like because they want to be the first because it's news, obviously, right? But the time I'll give her is like how much time I got till I go to a break on the show I'm already at, or if I'm already in a live show, you know, they're calling the producers to let them know like, hey, we're gonna stop everything, we'll do this, and then when they do that, I'm in control of commercials too. So I'm calling, you know, I'm calling Sirius XM, all of them, letting them know like, hey, we're not running any commercial ads. So you know, it's an order to that too. But first, it's like we get a call from the higher up, and then that trickles down to an EP, then that trickles down to a producer or myself, and then that trickles down into like the camera guys, audio, and all that. So, you know, we have a system where we all kind of like trickle down to the next person.
Okay, so you deal with.
And we spend a ton of either.
So you deal with, I guess, the radio and on-air product to a degree.
Yeah, because you know, some television markets, they do Sirius XM, they do what's the other ones they do? YouTube, all that stuff. So if they have a live YouTube stream, I'm not in charge of that. Thank God. But I will reach out to that department and I'll let them know like, hey, we're about to go live. Which that gets tricky too, because then you get into the real part of the TV business, which is the money. So, like, you know, what breaks can we air? What can we not air? You know, like which ones can we, like, it's going to really hurt us that we got to play the next hour or so. Like, but luckily I don't have to deal with that. I just let them know like, hey, here's what we want, and then they move everything around because you know that's how most stations get paid. So they have to look into that first. But it's intriguing, man. It's very intriguing. Like, I wish I could go back to MTSU and like tell the students this, but I feel like if I tell them all that, a lot of them will look at other classes and be like, let's take this. It's gonna open a lot of eyes. I got contacted by a professor. I'm not gonna mention him, but I'm not a fan. I'm gonna say.
Oh, our favorite professor is that him?
Yeah, our favorite.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know who you're talking about.
They reached out and they was like, "Hey, we're just looking to see if you're doing anything with your degree." And
hey, listen, they did the same thing to me. I didn't respond at all.
I did group for like a year. I let it sit for a year, but then I got on. You know, sometimes you get on your, you know, messy. You get messy sometimes, right? And so I wrote the email. I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm working in television. I'm pretty good at it, but I don't want to speak to your class." And then I didn't hear anything.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, you don't understand, Kirsten.
Yeah, you understand this guy, but I would be willing to speak to the class next door to him.
Yeah, I get that.
Very loud, you know. As a matter of fact, I would like to invite his class into that other class to speak to the class.
I get that.
That's serious.
I get that.
But don't let the teacher in. Hey, we didn't ask for you. Just stay outside. You can listen from
Stay outside.
You listen from out there.
I will always say
Take notes.
that the best experience is out there on the field. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We learned a lot in college, but we didn't, in my opinion, we didn't learn what we needed to learn
I don't
out
know, and
out in the
that's
field.
why I did that's why I did like the fact that I started off just putting Craigslist ads out, doing just editing people's footage and stuff, like football highlights and stuff like that. So as step by step, I learned how the real world works as far as like videography, and how they price it, and it's what's funny is like doing stand up, I met way more videographers and stuff, and found out how they work than I did, in school. So
So
that was very
let's talk about stand up. So you have branched out into this comedian role, and
yeah.
tell us how you first tell us how you started and what pushed you to want to be a comedian.
It's funny because like I got my first TV job my senior year working as a mass control assistant at this place called Peg Studios. And if you're not familiar with it, the only shows they have are Cuba TV, Rural TV, which shows you how to grow grass.
Oh,
and,
oh God, I know that.
and a lot of Christian-based animation movies. So it was very boring. That was very boring. All the shows were boring. And I'm sitting there watching those, and I was like, I got to do something with my life now that I'm not in school. This ain't it. This ain't it at all. So I looked up, stand-up comedy near me. Went to my first open mic with my best friend, Terry. And he egged me on to get on, and I got on stage, and I've been getting on since. So,
How long have you been doing comedy now?
I wouldn't have been there.
So what you're saying is you got in there and next week was a surprise?
Basically, yeah.
Like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
One job was like, how the did I get here?
I probably
I'll tell you
my
right.
first job in television, where my job was to sit and look at a screen. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen because I had to monitor if like any of the signal went off. It went down. And if it did, all I did was turn around like, hey, the screen's bad. That was it. Like, there was nothing else technical about that job.
Yeah, I did the same thing in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I had to do it overnight. And you talk about
Oh, no, I did too. From 11 to 7 a.m.
Yep. Ain't nothing you want to watch in those hours. Now, at least for me, I was doing on weekends, so at least at Saturday, I had Saturday Night Live. Now, after that, it went down dramatically.
I used to take my breaks just leaving the building and just walking to the nearest gas station because it was more entertaining at that gas station at 2 or 3 in the morning than it was at the television station. I was like, let me at least see these people fight, on screen. I'd rather see that than any more grass growing on rural TV.
No, what killed me was I had to watch 700 Club.
Oh man!
Now, growing up, that was one of those things you watched. It's time for me to cut off the TV or do something else. I never really watched it. It was like that and the theme of MASH. Like, oops, time to cut the TV off now. It's time to go. Now, it was one of them shows that I had to sit and I'm like, the only way I'm watching this is because I'm getting paid to do it. And you start thinking, I'm not getting paid enough to watch this.
Oh no, yeah, that's how I was thinking. I was like, wow. Like every time a certain grass show would come on, I'm like, oh wow, it's 3 a.m. already. That was like how I knew what it was. Like because that show came on, I knew I was halfway through my shift. And then I knew it was like
about grass.
Oh yeah. And the crazy thing is, I had to go to engineering class at 9 a.m. I had to get off work at 7 a.m. So I get off work at 7 a.m. in Nashville. And I had to drive to Murfreesboro to get to my 9 a.m. engineering class. But the professor was so cool, and he knew that I was already working. He was like, hey, you ain't got to do nothing. Just come in and sign in and take a nap. I was like, bet, my guy. So,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Now that's the dude you need to come back and visit.
Right.
oh yeah, no. Oh, yeah, he can speak for free. I can talk to this class for free.
Oh boy, we got to write some contracts. I need to.
I need an MDA. I need all that.
I need that cash. You need to talk to my cash app. And you still can't come in the room. That's extra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, still ain't out in the room. You can put your ear against the wall, though.
And that's just for 15 minutes. Hey, buddy, 15 up. So out of here. You got all you need.
What was your first experience like? Your first night doing that job, because it's something about a job that you really don't like. It makes you evaluate like all parts of your life. You'd be like, how did I get here? I was like, what was your first night like? Were you like, oh?
Well, the first night I was happy because shit, I was a college student. I needed a job, so I was like, all right, bet my bills getting paid. But then I was like, after it got bad, I was like, man, like I looked around. That's the thing. I look around where I'm working. I see other people who've been there and see how they are. And one dude, I don't know if he was on some heavy drugs, but he never lifted his face from the, like he just looked down at the keys and he'd just be drooping left and right. I mean, like even at 9 o'clock at night, he was calm. And then when you say something to him, you look up, his eyes would be bloodshot red, and he was just like talking like 2 words and look back down. It's like, what was that movie where it's like the really slow, like sloth? He's working at DMV.
Oh yeah,
like,
I know you're talking about Zootopia.
Like it was like Zootopia, like the little sloth of Zootopia. And then the other guy, like I don't know what was wrong with him, but he had like a little guy complex. Like he was like 5 foot, and he would always stand. He wouldn't sit down. I'm like, sit your little ass. He would never sit down. And like the dude always wore fingerless cotton gloves. So like he would cut the fingers off of like cotton gloves and wear them. And that was like his style. He did that for fashion purposes.
Oh, his hands wasn't cold. He was
my man was rocking the 80s look. He was looking the 80s look, man. Hey, you wear gloves like that, you serious.
I get you, but why were they always Ninja Turtle brand?
So, Bobby, what's your favorite style of comedy? Stand-up comedy. You know, you have different comics who do different type of styles. What's your style and what's your favorite kind?
I don't know. A lot of people say mine is just like it's either I'll do one-liners or I'll do a story. And that's kind of like, but it's all kind of like circling around motivational speaking in a weird way. Because like I'll just take like actual quotes from my favorite motivational speeches, and I'll make a very dumb topic about it, and then I'll have like my punchline be something that's very, very stupid. But if you know me, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But it sounds very stupid. But the whole point of the joke is always something I've seen from like a motivational speech. But if you go on like how it sounds, I mean, a lot of people will say like Ron Funches, kind of like very silly and just goofy and giggly.
I can see that.
JB Smooth, but without the movement, basically, sometimes. So, I mean, that's what I've been comparing. And then, Hello Birds is like one of my biggest like inspirations for type of jokes I say, but I'm a little more animated.
Well, yeah, I've seen you live. In my opinion, you're funny. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh,
thanks.
Well, you know.
Oh, that's swell.
No, that's saying a lot coming from me.
I'm at the see. I'm at the see. Like you got YouTube. You know, where can I take you out?
I can put some things up on YouTube, but usually I kind of just keep it live. You know, just various shows. I did actually do something for AdultSwim.com like last year, and so that might still be up on their website. Huh?
Right.
Yeah, I like that. Fun. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what's funny is like even when I'm not funny, I'm usually having a good time, and like that's actually like my fun. Like a lot of comics, they don't like doing like bad crowds or crowds, like that are kind of hostile.
Right.
But I tend to like to do it because it's just like even when you bomb, you still have a good time with other comics. Because you're like, man, we were so bad. Like and you get to kick it with the locals afterwards. So it's always a fun time. Man.
So it's funny you bring up bombing. So the time that we saw you, there was a guy, I think he came on before or after you. And it felt like he had the answers to the wrong test. Like every time the joke, like he said it like it worked yesterday. But it ain't working today.
I think I remember that night. The funny thing is, that guy was from Alabama.
Boy, he should have left them jokes in Alabama.
Alabama doesn't have a big market of comics. Like, they only got like really big comics or comics like him. And so he came into the green room, and this is my third time doing dating. And he came in the green room, and he was talking too much. Like, cause most comics is like, when we're away from like people, just the audience, we either like to be just extra silly, or we like to talk about anything but comedy. And this guy, like, he was only talking about like technique of comedy, and he sounded like an open mic, like his first time at open mic. Like he was obsessed with comedy, which is fine to have that conversation, but we usually have that conversation like an open mic. At showcases, we're trying not to like really be involved in that. So the fact he came in, he kept talking about it, and he kept bragging a lot too, which is something we don't do in the green room either. Like he just kept bragging about like how many shows he's done, how good he is, and that. I'm like, if you got to talk about it,
then you ain't shit.
Yeah. The fact that you're telling me this, because I'm like, me and VA, we was like right in front. So when he's telling them bad jokes, he's looking at us. And for some people, they love seeing a comedian bum. For me, it's awkward.
Not for me.
I was like, man.
I probably would have laughed just because it's so awkward. He like making direct eye contact with me.
He was looking at me, and he looked at me once, and I just went, I'm sorry. I ain't got, like,
when somebody's really bombing, and I'm in, first of all, I sit in the front every time. I'm like,
I hate sitting in the front.
I'll sit in the front, and if they're bombing, I'll look at them and I just smile. Like, I won't even laugh. I just smile at them. And then, like, when it hits and it doesn't land, he'll look at me. He'll be like, and I'm like, go on. I just let him do the whole thing. And then if it's actually funny, I'll laugh. If not, I'll keep staring at him. And I'll keep wording, go on. Continue. Keep doing your joke.
No, I've sit in front 3 times, and every time someone's bombing, I'm just like, oh God, no, don't look at me.
It's not even there for me. I sat in front one time, and of course I got picked on, and I was like, oh hell no,
not today.
Not today. I'm moving.
I've gotten the worst of it every time. I've gotten the worst before I started. I remember before I started stand up, I was like 20. So I think I just turned 21. And me and my girlfriend at the time went to go see Corey Holcomb. Now,
God.
I'm just saying. And here's the thing: it was our first time going, so we just want whatever, right? And to make it worse, she did not do her hair at all.
Oh my God!
That's not the guy. That's not the guy.
That's not.
He gonna do a whole. He gonna do a whole spit. He gonna do a whole spit.
Oh, it happened. That happened. And then it was more like a regular T-shirt that I think like it was. Oh man, it was not. No. And we sat at the front. And to make matters worse, they paired us with another couple, and the couple that we were with, the girl was heckling Corey Holcomb. And so
no.
Corey like beamlined to her, and he was frying her. And he looked at my girlfriend in her hair. And he was like, no. Wait a minute. Now you. And I was like, oh shit. And he ripped it up for like 5 minutes.
Oh, that was some long days.
I'm looking at my drink. I'm like, Good ass Sprite, dog.
So how do you deal with hecklers, Bobby?
It was weird. It's like I really don't get them because like like the way I do comedy and the fact that it can be positive at times. People are on board with me, so like when people start heckling, they just attack them. Like I kind of just sit back and let them tell the dude shit. You know what I mean? Like I never really had to. I will say though, my first time I was heckled, I didn't know how to handle it, and it was my first paid gig too. It was out in Smyrna, Tennessee, and all black show, hookah lounge, of course. And like, I went in there, I tried to start off my first joke, didn't word it right, and literally for the next 10 minutes of my set, the DJ kept playing music over me, interrupting me. He kept throwing jokes on through his microphone, and the whole front row just kept frying me, telling me what I looked like for a mean 10 minutes straight. It was so bad. I looked in the back to see if I got the light, and the dude who booked me on the show just had his head down, just shaking his head. He's like, I cannot believe I'm fucking it. Man, but it's sad they get paid much. So I did all that with all that shame for like $5. I was like, well, and I still wanted my money though. That's how shitty it was. Like even after getting bombed like that, I went up to him like, hey man, I need you to pay me. Yeah. He paid me in all ones. He's like, all right, get out of
Look, you get what you pay for.
I'm like, hey, next time, $12, you get some real funny jokes.
Oh, next time. I'm pretty sure we'll be like, oh, there you go, next time. This is like, nah, but it was crazy. It's like now, fast forward, I bombed so bad in front of him. Fast forward 3 years later, we both performed at the Laugh Skull together behind what's that, Bestseller. So it was like, we got to perform behind somebody who wrote an HBO show and also has our own special coming up this month. So it's like, it was pretty cool. You know, like, you just fail so much doing stand-up that you're not scared to fail anymore. And everything gets way easier.
So you
I
just...
still ain't going back to that hookah lounge, ever.
Not even if you can afford to buy it?
Nah, they good. They good. the whole city of Smyrna, I was like, I'm good. I got it.
Man, I was just up there like 3 weeks ago.
Don't go to that hookah lounge.
You could probably still hear the booze from that venue in Smyrna.
So,
I'm about to check out the hookah lounge now.
I know who won't be there.
You know, won't be there. Me.
So, how do you construct a joke?
It's usually I don't like. So my favorite book to go by is called The Comedy Bible. It's a book from way back in the '90s, and Judy Carter wrote it. And it's basically like you got the setup, act out, punchline. So like my setup would be like the question that I want to ponder to the audience, and then the act out would be me showing the example. So that's a good example. Well, I have one, like the topic I wanted to talk about was like you got to have confidence, and then my act out is me giving an exaggerated scenario. And I was like, well, I think you need protection to have confidence, and that's why I always walk around with a condom in my pocket. And so that is kind of like the setup for it. And then the act out is the ridiculous part. And that's what I say, because I don't know when I'm ever going to get in a water balloon fight. And then they're like, what? And then I act out me throwing a water balloon at somebody. And then it's lube on the condom. So it's very stupid. But I'm saying, like, you get to the point where you set up a thought with an exaggerated action. And then the punchline is always the thing that reinforces your original thought.
So, like, how long do you, like, work on a joke before you kind of get confident and, like, oh, yeah, it works?
For me, I gotta perform it at least 3 times without wanting to change anything. So it ain't necessarily me writing the joke, because sometimes I'll write a joke that's only like 4 words long, but then it turns to a bit that's like a whole like 5 minutes. But it's just about me getting the joke and then just doing it over and over and over. Now, you gotta know when to abandon the joke too. So,
okay, so when do you abandon a joke?
After I tried it out for 4th time, and I get no reaction. Like, when I say no reaction, I mean like I pay attention to if I'm doing a small mic, if what I'm saying doesn't make the person turn their head and pay attention, I'm like, all right, it ain't the joke, man. It ain't the one. So that's why it's like I really have to do it a lot. So that's why I was lucky with Atlanta, because Atlanta, you can do 3 mics a day. Well, before all this, but you can do like 3 mics a day. So I'll have one set list of jokes for the whole week, and out of those 3 or 4 jokes, and I'll sprinkle in some old stuff. Out of those 3 or 4 jokes, if none of those hit throughout that week, I'm done with it. It didn't work. But if they get a chuckle or something like that, I keep that one. I'll do it for the rest of the month, like another week, just to see if it works at different places. That's the important too. Like, you got to be able to go to different venues and different crowds, because you don't want to just tell the same jokes to the same group of people, because they're going to know where you're going with it. So you got to keep going to like new venues, new places, new crowds, and where you still got the element of surprise, and you just work it out.
So you got to perform it, fix it in post. Perform it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically, here it goes. You basically say, I'll fix it in post.
Say what? Ain't that something?
I think you're the first guest to actually work that in.
Look at that.
Like,
Look at how God works.
Oh, man.
That was a good one.
So, Bobby, what is your ultimate goal within either it be television, comedy? What is your ultimate goal? What you want to do with what you got?
Well, hands down, it's I want to be a writer I want to write my own cartoons is what I want. That's what I wanted to do since I was a kid, and I got really close to it this summer, to be honest with you, but I still had to learn that process as well. Because I know during the whole COVID situation, a lot of companies created programs for minorities to
right,
like black people, to like actually write certain scripts and submit it to them. And I submitted my first script to some people at Netflix actually, and they took it and they looked at it, and it was like send us something else, and we can see if we can put you in this apprenticeship. And then when I got into the meeting, man, it just felt it was a different type of fight. Like,
so did they want to change everything?
Oh man, yeah, and that's the thing I hated the most. Like I remember when I did that film festival that should not be named. Like, I wrote the script for it, and like I had this script, and I was like, this is going to work. And then you give it to the director, or you give it to the EP, and they're like, I want to change this. And you're like, bro, that literally makes this movie suck now, because you took all those things out. And that's just part of it. That's the thing. I want to be like in charge of it. So that's why I don't want to give them my best stuff.
So when you say cartoons, are you talking about adult cartoons or children cartoons? Like,
I'll probably start off with adult, just because it's easier. Because the kid or all ages kind of cartoons,
right?
You got to be really, really like good at putting your like deeper stuff. Like SpongeBob. Like SpongeBob is like, if you ever watched it as an adult, it's a totally different like show than if you watch it.
Yes, it is.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
they put some stuff up in there.
Yes,
that's
it
why I
is.
was like, man, that's genius writing. Like even Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes and stuff. Like
Right.
all their stuff has like very deep philosophical meaning to it, but you wouldn't know it unless you were looking for it. And I was
Exactly.
like, that's creative writing. That's the stuff that I like.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I want to get to that point, but of course I had to start off with the adult stuff first, just to get in the groove of things. But ultimately, if I can make like the next, just even if like, I ain't gonna say necessarily Boondocks, but if you make a Boondocks that kids could watch, that's like a big thing. And so,
Right.
and Boondocks
Like,
kind of shaped a lot of our culture. So
Part of me thinks that kids should watch Boondocks. Just have some beats in there.
oh yeah, no, it should be a part of like your Black History Month study.
Yeah, because for real, a lot of people need those conversations to happen. They need to not shy away from that kind of stuff. they need to think critically about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
But do I want
I
to
mean,
watch the
definitely,
R.
you know.
Kelly episode?
Yes.
Oh man,
Why
He's
wouldn't
like-
you?
he's a
Actually,
that
don't
man.
ever watch that.
Oh, and Riley was wigging that whole episode.
See, that's what
man.
I'm thinking of. Well, I have fans that you
He-
can't on them. Like, I don't.
But those are real conversations, though. Those
I don't know
are
about-
real
Yeah, he said-
conversations.
I don't know if I want to have that real
He
conversation.
said, that man said, "I'm littler, but I'll move out of the way."
You know what?
Oh man,
I mean, he has a strong point, but
I ain't gonna lie, man. We had some interesting conversations around that time when the R. Kelly, the alleged R. Kelly tape came out.
We way past alleged at this point.
I was just remember how wild the '90s were. Everybody was just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we're gonna watch this tape. This dude peeing on somebody." Like, what,
Yo.
yeah.
Yo, I'm
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, you had to see it to believe it too. So
Yeah.
it was kind of like, I don't believe that.
When
Let
I-
me see it.
when I tell you, I'm
He
telling you,
like, nah, not the aura.
Not even that. Not even that. It's the point of, I don't believe you. Let me see it.
no, like literally, this man married a teenage girl. And we was like, man, it's for the album. Come on now, that's crazy.
So that's what the craziest thing is, like, the album Chocolate Factory kind of deaded all those accusations. So, like,
Man, that album
it saved him
was
like 10
fire.
years. One album saved that man 10 years of being indicted.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I had a conversation like 4 or 5 years ago after a networking event, and this man told me, he said, this man made the remix to Ignition. I was like, what the hell does that got to do with him messing with little girls, man? I mean, seriously, dog. Like, what the hell does that got to do with anything, man?
I think what it is like people just don't want to, like that, like you mentioned before, some people just don't want to have certain conversations ever,
Yeah.
you know, and so they're willing to, like, as long as they find some escape, they're willing to ignore that. So in this case, it's like, yo, this bumps. And so all I want to care about is bumping.
I mean, he literally had
like,
a song,
yo,
and the chorus was Tonya, 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 and we was bumping it.
But the beat is,
was oh,
it's all
Yeah,
about the
man.
beat.
It-
It's all about the beat. Okay.
R. Kelly's
yo,
good,
but
man.
I'm saying though, when I really started looking back, I'm talking about doing the like, it was right after that whole, like, the case went to court, and then the one case got thrown out, and the other one, like, you know, went further. And the reason why I went further because it was Sparkle's niece, and
Yeah.
she wanted to go.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
like, damn. Then you start hearing all the other stuff, and I'm like, yo. Then I started listening to music, and you know, it's like playing the record back. Start hearing stuff. I'm like, yo, this dude calling himself the Pied Piper. The Pied Piper took kids out the city. I'm like, come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
This dude, he wants to. He is trying his hardest to get caught, and y'all sit up there just playing his music. I'm like, come on, man.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
something.
no. Well, that's the thing, though. They always say the best art imitates life, and that's the worst case scenario for it. But
yeah.
that's kind of why it was so easy for him to write about it, because he was living it, you know.
And like when
But he wasn't even lying. He was just like, he was out, and he was like, I don't know, maybe it was some conscious thing.
I mean, if
Where
he's
he's like-
alive about getting shot 9 times,
I don't know how many times he got shot, man. I know he
Hey,
got
we
bullet in his
believe it.
mouth.
yeah, it was 9 times. He made sure that we
I
know
was
it was
like, yo,
9 times.
I don't know.
But
He
when,
said,
when that tape had came out, like it was, I mean, they were basically bootlegging. It was like a hot movie. So and I was working at a restaurant at this time. One of my coworkers brought the tape in. And they're like, nah, bro, it's R. Kelly. So we all in break watching the tape at work.
oh,
Our boss comes in the back
oh.
and goes, "Are y'all watching kitty porn in here?"
Oh,
And we
man.
was like,
Man.
"Oh shit! Oh, this is."
Somebody like that.
but like years
Nobody
later,
thought about it like that. Cause my boss goes,
no, because they're thinking about it like if the R. Kelly pee on somebody, they're not thinking
Yeah.
like, oh, there's a little girl in there.
Right.
and my boss goes, I don't give a damn if that's R. Kelly or not. I know that's a little girl on there. So get that shit out of here.
Why can I imagine y'all watching that tape and then there's like some bald, creepy dude like, oh, yo, what y'all got going on?
It's a bald head white dude.
Did he take the tape?
Oh no, I don't remember. We just left. Cause soon as it
But so y'all kept the tape there?
I didn't keep.
We have
I don't know
No,
what
I'm saying, was
the
the tape
dude who
left
had
there?
the tape. No, he took it with him.
Oh, I was
Nah.
finna say.
Oh, he said no. There's no way hell.
I think that joint was on Kaiser, man. And these cats were like, hey, check this out. I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, what the hell? The hell is this? Oh man,
And he's like,
you play it again?
He fucked up. He was like, yeah, all right.
yeah. And there's certain people who played and watched the whole thing. And look, I'm like, yo, this is R. Kelly setting up the camera. This is brother? Isn't that what he said he was?
That ain't his brother.
Like, man, ain't nobody brother like that. I know his,
Okay,
Unless
now,
it's
if
his
that was
clone
true-
twin.
If that was true, would the brother be pissed right now? Because he's like, I did all this shit in jail, and your ass still ended up in prison.
Yeah, I'd be
he-
pretty pissed if I was his brother.
Like, you stupid mother.
Literally.
Okay, maybe that was the wrong choice of words. or the right choice of words. I was like,
Nah, I have I have mixed reviews on that. I do respect the man for his art. Anybody can say whatever they want to say about it, but I respect him for his art. So,
You know, there's so many troubled people that made good art and done good things. It's like, it's weird because like you got to kind of get at everybody if you want to get at one person.
right.
Well, I
people
say-
make great
I say,
art.
man, you can celebrate the art. You can like, and you can kind of segregate it in certain points. But for me, I know not for everybody else, and I don't expect everybody. But I was like, you know what, man, I'm not gonna buy anything after this point. Now, if something comes on the radio or whatever, it was like, you know what I'm saying, before I knew all this stuff, I was like, I might not turn channel. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm not gonna put money in his pocket though.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't even matter because he has sold all this stuff off.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
So they can't even use
I
that
was
argument.
like, yo, I'm not gonna demonize anybody for their thing. You know what I'm saying? That's their decision. I'm just like, yo, I'm not supporting this. From this point on, I'm not supporting this.
But see, like, I'm a big fan of Kevin Spacey's movies. And I love how it's done.
Oh,
But
man.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you got to kind of shoot everybody down. You can shoot one.
Right.
I'm like, fuck
That,
it.
that's it.
House cards.
Yo, it's just afterwards he just got creepier and creepy. He just dumbed down on the creep. He doubled down on the creepy. And I just
Be honest,
Yeah,
though,
like-
can I be honest though?
It's like,
But can I be honest? That's
Go.
the actor you kind of want in your films. You want the really weird like actor who's gonna always be in character like that. Like that's what made him. But that's the thing. That's what made him such a good actor. Is being so weird and crazy.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah. 'Cause that's
yeah,
what
'cause if you
everybody.
think, what was that movie he was in? What American was it?
Yeah,
American Beauty?
He was in that. You know,
Man, he was very like creepy in
Yeah.
that movie.
he knows how to be creepy.
And it's like,
Oh,
you know
man.
what? He's not just acting. He's actually really good at this creepy thing.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it's
I
like the
didn't,
Chris D'Elia thing. The same thing. Like,
I didn't watch much of him until House of Cards. And then when the allegations came out, he was trying to make these little dramatic pieces defending himself. If that's even
Yeah,
what we
that's-
want to call
I
it.
didn't,
Like,
I didn't really think about him until House of Cards. You know, like certain actors, you'll know of them, and then you'll go back and watch a movie. Be like, oh yeah, he was in that.
yeah,
He was like that. He was like that until there was something before House of Cards, like where I was like, oh, that's Kevin Spacey. Oh, it was 21. It's 21.
yeah.
That's where I knew who he was.
Or 7, was it 7?
Yeah, he was in
He was
7.
killer in 7. Too.
Yeah.
I think he was creepy in there
You know,
too.
I didn't look at it like that until like I watched Seven, like, years after, again. And I was like, oh, damn, that was him.
That was me as far as him being creepy. I'm like, wait, he was creepy in this.
Yeah. We think about it, it's like, damn, he was a fire actor, but you thought about it, it's like, damn, he's always playing crazy people. Like,
Yeah.
Like he's very insistent
like,
on this type of role. He playing his role.
Yeah, like we're gonna make like that one chick from the Tyler Perry movie with the $3 daughters and Idris Elba. Had the black lady who's always playing the crazy baby mama.
I can't think of the name, but I know exactly what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you talking about the one?
Right.
I always said
Marcus.
Marcus. Is that what you're talking about? Remember that
No.
movie?
No. That's Tiana Taylor. I think
Yeah, not her.
Yeah, no, not her.
No, not her.
She was just set it off.
She was oh, okay, now I know you're talking about. But I was talking about the
She
chick
was
who was in that Tyler Perry movie, and she had the husband always going off on him. His name was Marcus.
Oh, and here's the crazy part. I had a friend who took an acting class from her.
From her or her twin?
Her.
Oh.
Because I was like, wait, which one? I didn't know she had a twin for years. I just like, man, she's in everything. She's working out here. She working like two people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah,
But I'm trying to remember. Of course, they're twins. But what did her and of course her twin is in acting. But what is her twin like known for? Like, what was she in?
Here's the thing: you probably know which stuff she's in. You just don't know which one is which. Because I can't answer the question. I'm like, pick a coin.
But I feel like that's the best way to be, though. It's like you're famous, but not like what's that one like Latin dude who's always playing a dude named Juan?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I was just talking about him to somebody yesterday. I said, look, that's the type of actor I want to be. Yo, ain't you I want to be that dude. Ain't you old boy? yeah, I'm old boy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm cool. Man, I loved you in that film, man. What you doing? I'm doing the same thing in the next film. Dude, I got some different lines, but what you saw last time, about what you gonna get this time. Or like how they say Blair Underwood, he just loved to take the role of the bad husband.
Yeah.
He said, like,
what's that lady that's always playing somebody's grandmother or always playing a mom? She got the high pitched voice.
Yeah.
She played the mama on PJ.
I know you're talking. I don't know her name neither, but
she was in that Tina Turner movie, right?
Probably was. Like you can hear her. I can hear her in my head now.
You ever watched that movie T.I. made with Mike Epps? Is it some hood movie? It was about weed.
Mike Epps?
Chicken.
Oh, that was the one where they accidentally put the weed in the chicken.
Yeah.
Accidentally put the weed. I did not see
hey,
this
somebody
movie.
put money in that movie.
I did not see this. Put the weed
They'll
in
put
the
money in anything.
That sounds like a term.
I watched a piece of it, man. It was kind of funny here and there, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
Hey, that movie had me howling because it was so bad. Like, you need a movie that's so bad. It was one of those.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Bump every once in a while.
So y'all see like horrible movies and I'll be incredibly entertained by them.
I just get pissed off. I'll be like,
it's like watching a blooper reel on YouTube. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like an amazing
not so much anymore.
Oh, I still get it. I love seeing horrible movies. Like, so we just not even gonna try to hide the boom mic. We just gonna have it out there.
Like I said, I'm a guy who sits in the front row of comedy shows and smiles.
That makes sense.
That's why Black Dynamite was so funny because they made fun of it.
And you know what's so funny? I thought that was a serious movie until he started doing karate in his living room, and I saw a boom mic hit him in the face. I was like, what? I realized it was a fake movie. And that's why I love that movie.
It was, it was one scene. I'm like, what is that black thing up there? Oh, it's a boom mic.
Yeah, like his afro hit it and it made the noise, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
No, it was one scene where it's like the lady goes, "Hey, son," I'm like, "You're the best," and then the girl comes behind him, that's right, Dynamite. He goes, that's right. No, that's not you right now. He goes off. So he said, I was like, what? And then it like cuts to her and it cuts to him looking at her dead serious with his eyes wide open. And it's just a long pause of silence. I'm like,
Oh
man,
boy.
this is the best movie ever.
I think my favorite part of that movie, we're gonna make this about Black Dynamite now. My favorite part of that movie is where he was like talking to the kids, and the little girls were like, "My mama says my daddy's name is Black Dynamite," and the other girl was like, "That's what my mama says my daddy's name too," and he said that's a very common name.
Get out of here, but girls, very common name.
I saw that clip like a few days ago. It's like circling around on Instagram for some reason. Because I haven't seen it.
I'll tell you the best clip from that was when they were fighting in the bar, and there was a dark skinned dude with an afro, and Black Dynamite slaps him too hard, and he stands up and goes, cuts to him.
Yeah, because it was like, beep, and it moved to the next scene.
But it was clear that they obviously switched the guy out.
We're talking about some Kung Fu treachery.
Kung Fu treachery. I don't know. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that can be something new.
All right, but let me. We about to wrap this up. I'm gonna ask you one more thing. So, for somebody who's trying to get into television, what advice would you give them?
I say you have to go. Well, it's two things. Like, I realized from my job, some people got the opportunity based off of who they knew. And sometimes who you know can give you a chance to, like, apply for the thing. But if you don't have that, you do like what I did, you have to overqualify like crazy and then start from the bottom. Because I literally had to start off just getting people's coffees and stuff. And that's after already doing stuff for the Food Network and all this other stuff. Like, I had to kind of like humble myself and start just being like a news assistant for a while. And then as soon as opportunities come, you have to jump right on them. And you got to be ready to not get them. Because, like, the first 2 years in Atlanta was just nothing but no's. Like, a whole bunch of people was telling me, nope, this position's been filled, this position's filled, can't do this, can't do that. And so you gotta understand, like, even when they say no, that's still a chance for you to impress them with how you accept them, though. Because they're going to keep you in mind if they have a good experience with you overall throughout the interview. So, one, it's like, it's who you know, but if you don't know anybody, build a reputation any way you can with people. And just don't get too discouraged if stuff doesn't work out. And other than that, you just got to try, be the best option. So you got to overqualify yourself when you apply for jobs. So make it look like you can do 1,000 things, just to apply for that one thing. And, after you get in, that's when you start climbing up. And you're going to notice, too, like, once you actually do start working for a news station or a film company, you can do anything they can do. Like, they're really not, I ain't going to say they're special, but it's like you can do whatever they can do, So, apply for all the positions for whatever network you want to work for. And try to impress them as much as possible if you get the job or not, because you never know when they're gonna call you back. That's what happened to me. Like, I gotta know my first time applying for the small position, and because I was I had a good interview, and I kept everything cordial. They called me back 3 months later and hired me. So they really do pay attention to how you take no's too, just as much as you accept the job.
So learn a lot. So learn everything to get something.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So what about...
You never know when you're going to need it, too. Because there's times, like, I learned something from a camera guy, and I was doing floor directing, but because I knew their one little trick, when there wasn't a camera guy around, it literally saved the whole 4 hours of program. Because no engineers were in the building, like, no other camera people were there. But because I knew that one little thing, it helped me out, which, ironically, got me really cool with the news anchor who gave me a personal recommendation to get promoted. So, you never know what you're going to learn and how it's going to help you.
So what about comedy? How do you what do you tell people who are starting from the beginning?
Oh, you gotta get up on stage as much as possible. Like, nobody's good overnight. It's just like boxing too. Like, you're not going to be good your first time doing it. You're going to be bad. Either going to be bad or you're going to be like tolerable. And so all you got to do is just keep doing stuff over and over. Repetition is everything. So the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And then same thing. Honestly, television and comedy go hand in hand. Like, repetition is how you learn everything. Yeah, you get in a rhythm, a routine, if you will, and you take the no's the same way you take the yeses, and that grows on people. And then if you're around a lot and they see you a lot, they'll think about you a lot, and then they'll consider you for things down the road. So, just always be out and about and just be working on yourself, and eventually people will just take notice of it. And then your connections, just like in stand-up, you'll build connections just by being consistent. And then, that's what's going to give you bigger opportunities. Because this Netflix thing came out loud through stand-up. And just one person I knew when I did one show who just remembered me, So you never know. So it's the same thing with, freelancers. You never know where your next job comes from, so just be cool with everybody, Don't build a bad reputation for yourself. And that's with everything.
Most definitely.
Thank you. And this is We'll Fix It in Post. And that is a wrap.
Lights, camera, action. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Mumfrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hyde Ferguson, local filmmakers talking about the world of film, right here on F*** It, We Will Fix It in Post podcast.